Alright, so this video will be about some helpful tools that will help you explore APIs in addition to the documentation of the actual API itself. So first things first is what we see here. If you followed along in my last videos and you tried out these HTTP requests for two APIs, you'll find that they worked, but it probably didn't look very good. It was probably a big blob of text. And so getting it looking nice like this is thanks to a Chrome add-on called JSON Formatter. It gives you the raw and the parsed format. And you can just download that from here. It's linked in the in this page for that you're watching this video on. And really, it's a tool I think that anyone can have installed and use because it's cool, but it doesn't affect anything besides JSON responses from APIs. So super lightweight. The other tool that is helpful and a little more robust and a little more difficult to use, not so automatic, but it's not so bad, is known as Insomnia. And of course, Googling that by itself is not going to give you good results. So type program, and here we are, Insomnia REST, the collaborative API development platform. Sounds really cool and crazy, and I think you can use it for a lot of interesting stuff. But Insomnia, at its core, is just a tool for exploring APIs, and specifically, you can hit these APIs with the requests and get a more clear view of responses than we do in the browser. So we'll see an example of that. So if I pull up my own Insomnia installation, there we go. Oh, it's a little, let me get a nice clean, okay, so sorry, quick pause. So here's a nice clean thing. I can't recall what this will look like when you first load it up because I've used Insomnia for quite a while. But it'll likely prompt you to make a project or an organization. And in there you can get a list of projects and you'll make one project. I have your class for the project with a collection. So you make a collection. I know it's a lot. Once you make a collection, that's just a collection of examples. From here, you get a blank screen and you can click plus to make a new HTTP request. So this is the pay dirt. You can ignore these other ones. These are even more advanced. So HTTP request, you can first see that we're doing GET requests. Like I said, there are other types of requests, but we're not there yet. We're working on just getting information, your standard URL call. And if I plug in this URL into Insomnia right here, and I send this request, I will get back pretty much the same information that we get here in the browser, you can see. So mobile iOS health library, mobile iOS health library. But in addition to that, we get just kind of a nice little set of features that we can play with. So we can see headers here that we and you can see the headers in Chrome DevTools for different responses, but this is nicer. So we can see the headers of the response. We can see the headers that we sent. So in this case, we didn't send any headers. You can change headers. These are the response headers. Any cookies that came with it or whatnot. Tooling about how long the request took or the size of it. And then what's nice in Insomnia, it might be a little overkill for this one, but we can kind of save different requests to see examples of it. So maybe this is the standard request, but we duplicate this and we say the sort parameter. So now we have a copy of this and we can do question mark sort equals descending and see what the result looks like when we do that. And we can go back and see the old request and execute it. We go to this one and see the request. Where we'll see it will be a little more useful too is when we have to send complex requests, ones with authorization or bodies, when we get to post requests and whatnot, but we're not there. So we're yeah, this is a useful tool. I would recommend that you download it because we will definitely probably come back to it. Might not see it for a little bit here just because it is a little more complex than we need, but I figured I would show it to you anyways. I think this is where you can actually add different parameters here that are easier to, so if we wanted to, we could actually get rid of that and then maybe do something like sort. The value of sort is descending, and you can see actually here that our full query string is being built for us without having to type it out ourselves, and we can check it or uncheck it. So actually it might be better just to stick it all in one request. See, I learned stuff about the tools I use too. Cool. Thank you for watching. Again, just some helpful tools to have.